creator here of the Cookie Monster Mafia, aka Junebug. What's good? What's happening? I'm saying, what's poppin'? Anyway, so I got this Infinite Warfare gameplay for you guys. You know, rocking out the new game, easing into it. Death, kill time as well. So you know that's something you got to get adjusted to from from Black Ops 3, which was, you know, if you got shot, you could still survive, you know, and stuff like that. Here, it's like you get literally melted within 2 bullets. It's crazy. And I'm talking about for both games as well as Modern Warfare Remastered. And that's the choice of my topic today, is to, you know, let you guys know what my thoughts are about the game, how it plays now compared to when it first came out in 2007. You know, kind of like, I hope it gives some insight for you guys in the future if you want to get if you haven't already gotten the Legacy Edition, or thinking about, you know, buying Infinite Warfare in general, what's the best way to go and stuff like that. Alright, well, I'll give you some, you know, background checks. So I've been, you know, my first Call of Duty was COD 4 back in 2007. That was when it first dropped. And the funny story is, the way I got introduced into Call of Duty was through my uncle. Now, I think I was like probably 13, maybe 12, 13, 14, one of those ages. And my uncle had a PS3, and he let me borrow his console because he was, you know, traveling or whatever he was doing at the time. And he left me a whole, like, you know the old school like disc albums, where you would put, like, you know, discs in either both sides or just on one side, and you could, you know, hold them all into like one kind of binder and stuff like that. Well, he had that, and he would, you know, put all his games in there. And obviously, you know, being young, you know, boy at the time, looking for, you know, something intense. So I was just looking through the covers. I had no clue what Call of Duty was. I didn't know any FPS shooter. I was mainly just playing a lot of EA games, like, you know, basketball, soccer, boxing, hockey, you know, all the standard, you know, typical games that a 13-year-old would play, and so on. So when I saw Call of Duty, I was like, oh shoot, you know, why not try it out? And as soon as I started playing it, I literally got hooked. I almost became obsessed, I would say, about playing the game. I played so much, I would, you know, literally play probably like 10 hours a day. Go, you know, luckily when I just got the game, it was during the summer, so I didn't really have much. I didn't go outside that summer too much, just because I was playing the game all the time. So a good thing it wasn't, as I got hooked on that, and I played it while World War was out, Call of Duty World War, and as well as Modern Warfare 2, surprisingly. See, I didn't get Modern Warfare 2 even when it launched, and I knew a little bit about it. I knew, I was like, oh, you know, it's a big thing, everyone's liking it, campaign was dope, and multiplayer was nice, you know, it was something new and innovative again, after, you know, Call of Duty 4 innovated, you know, the franchise as well. It was probably just because World at War was kind of a bad game at that time. You know, looking back at it now, World at War was a really good game. You know, if you guys play Modern Warfare Remastered, you get to see that there's, like, you know, glitch spots, you know, little secret Easter eggs that are not really secret, but I mean, it's like not really it's in the game, but it's not really in the game. Back in the day, the original one, the OG version, you could actually jump out of the map and still play, which was really cool, especially for like jump shotters, trick shotters. You know, this is where like sniping and trick shotting really took place. If you guys remember, most of you probably don't even know what this group of people are, but they were called the Third Eye Snipers, or TES. That was like the big thing. That was like, back in the day, that was like the phase. Now, as of now, everyone wanted to be with them. They had one of the best montages, videos. You know, people were hitting ridiculous clips. You know, 4-man quad feed, back to back. You know, off the map. You know, 720. Hit a double collateral headshot. block was the biggest one, you know, jumping off the top. Also, Crash and I believe Overgrown was in there. And there's one more at the M40 with the ACOG. Oh my gosh, tell you guys, you'll see if you guys play Modern Warfare Remastered, if you see people sniping with the M40 with the ACOG scope, just be careful, you know, don't get pissed, because they probably will snipe you faster than you shoot them down with an SMG or like a P90 or something like that, which has like a ridiculous fire, and it's a one-shot kill, I would say at least 80% of the time, which is crazy to think. So, you know, especially with deep impact and stopping power, oh my gosh, overpowered. Now, my thoughts on the game compared to when it was originally released, it's, you know, it plays the same essentially. Obviously, it has better graphics. I like how they added new features to it, updated a couple things. But anyway, but they did, you know, alternate, you know, like domination. Now it's like halftime. There's 2 rounds to it. They added more points to like a kill. Like it's like I think 75 points or 50 points for killed confirmed, and it's like 100 points in domination, and then it's 75 points in TDM. Back in the day, it was like 5 points for a kill and 10 points. Well, yeah, 5 points per kill, which was crazy. And I think a kill streak was like same thing, 5 points just for calling it in and all that stuff. Gameplay wise, you know, everything's essentially the same, which is cool. They still have the jump spots, they have the glitch spots for the most part. I think only the ones that are in the map as of now. I haven't heard anything, or I haven't tried out any ones that go out of the map, or where you can jump out of the map. But you know, so it does play well. It's really fun. Coming from, you know, jetpacks and double jumping and sliding, it's a lot slower paced game. But that's just because we've been, you know, hammered year after year. For the last 3 years, we got a bunch of jetpacks up. You know, if you haven't ever played Modern Warfare Remastered, I highly suggest it. Now, it's obviously going to be a different pace, so you got to get used to that. But once you get going, you know, even 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the game, you're going to get used to it. You're going to be fine. You're going to freaking love it. It's the simplicity, the fact that it's really simple. It's amazing. And now that they added the 20 prestiges plus the 1,000 level, 20,000 is ridiculous. So it gives it the longevity. So people are gonna grind for it. Now, some people might get in a year, which is unlikely, but you know, that's why the fact that they added all that, because the game will last long. You know, that's how you last the game longer. You know, obviously, you know, Activision's been on a 3-year cycle. Call of Duty's been like that, so they want their game to be played for the next 3 years. So they got to make it last longer. You know, if you finish up the game and within a year, what's the point of playing it anymore? Because there's nothing to grind for. This with all the extra emblems and reasons to grind, camos. I love how they added more camos, by the way, which is real nice. Back in the day, there was only the standard wood, desert, digital, blue tiger, red tiger, and then gold, which was iconic, obviously. And now they have, I think, dragon skin, neon tiger, dark blue sky or something like that. I can't remember all of them exactly, but you know, so essentially my point is, if you guys have the money, definitely buy the Legacy Edition. If you don't, and you really like Call of Duty, you've been loving Black Ops 3, you like Advanced Warfare, if you really like it, shoot, then Infinite Warfare, just the standard edition, which it will be, you know, go for it, man. It's pretty fun. It is fast-paced, a lot more fast-paced, and it's a lot fluid and more smoother, which is like an improvement. So it's like a Black Ops 3, essentially, as in like movement system. But honestly, I feel like the Infinite Warfare movement system is a lot smoother. It's more, it just works way better. Now, there's not a lot of, really like the Black Ops 3, essentially. You're gonna love Infinite Warfare. It has a lot to offer. It's really cool. Juggernaut, stopping power, all that stuff, you know. Not every game is going to be completely perfect, but this comes pretty close, which is nice. However, but Infinite Warfare, definitely a game I didn't really think I would be playing as much, or at all. and surprisingly, it's you know, coming out to be pretty good, which is nice. So they did Infinity Ward did a really good job on their game this year, surprisingly, and they're actually listening to us for the most part. However, you know, when stuff, you know, gets going, when people start to figure out certain glitches, maybe figure out all the overpower